What's up, people? Brewing Daddy, we're back and we are going to show you how to change out your seals on a 5-gallon Corny keg. So what we got here is a used Corny keg that has not been reconditioned. So we're going to have to clean it up. We're going to have to change out all the O-rings, and we got this bad boy from Adventures in Home Brewing for $39 and free shipping, and I think it was like $5 or $6. We got a set of the O-rings here, and you can see there's 4 small black O-rings and 1 large white O-ring. So what we're going to do is we're going to remove all the O-rings off of this one and put new ones on. And what you're going to need, I suggest a box cutter so you can cut off the old O-rings, and it also helps to pry them off. And looks like a 7/8 inch wrench. The box side actually does the best getting it loose. It could be a different size, but this wrench seemed to fit it the best for me. My particular keg has 2 different style nipples on it as far as where your wrench fits. One of them is like a 6-sided, and the other one's like the star shape of the wrench, as you can see there. But we'll get both of those off. I've already broken them loose, so they're not that tight now. You're just going to want to screw these off. I do them one at a time, so you're making sure you're putting the right one back on the right side. So here we go with the first one. And what you're going to want to replace, there's an O-ring right here, and there's an O-ring right here. As you can see, there's an O-ring there, and then here on the keg, there's an O-ring right there where the post is, at the top of it right here. So we're going to want to get both of these off. So let's go ahead and get out our new O-rings. And by the way, you can get some lubrication for these, keg lube, which will help with conditioning your O-rings. I, of course, did not purchase that, but you can purchase that. So 2 of these are the same size, and then the other 2 are the same size. So we're going to go ahead and get them all out, place them out here. So let's get off this one first. This is going to be your larger O-ring here, the nipple here. So let's pry this one off. Try to cut it anyways. There we go. And that one's pretty brittle. So if you buy a used keg like this, you're definitely going to want to invest in new O-rings. And there you go. Just pop it on. It's on there. It's good to go. Now we got to get this one off. We're just going to try to cut through it. And this one's actually on your intake tube. And if you have to, you can pull the tube out and just slide it off. That may be the easier thing to do. And just slide the whole tube out. This keg has not been sanitized at all, so we're going to be sanitizing it. This O-ring was a little bit better condition, but just slide the new one on. It does help if you got the lube for these. Just makes it a lot easier to get stuff on and off. And it makes them last longer. So you want to slide that all the way up to the top there, and put it back in just the way it came out. It's going to angle towards the center, so just like that. Doesn't have to be exact or anything. All right. So we're ready to put this one back on. Just tighten it down. Don't want to over tighten, just snug it down. Alright, same thing with the other side. Like I said, I already loosened these up, I broke them loose. This one, same situation. You got that O-ring right there on the post. So, you can either try to cut it off or just pop this out. And if it's hard to get off, you can cut it. You can take the box cutter to it and just cut it like that. These things are so hard and it'll just break off. And then put your other one on it. This side is just like the other side, but it's a lot shorter. So you put that back in, push it all the way in, and then you're going to want to get your other O-ring, this one, off, and you can take the box cutter and cut it. If it's hard, you don't really need to do that. If it's soft, you can just get up under it and pry it off. But these are pretty old. I'm going to have to cut this. Just be careful not to cut yourself. And this one's going to be a little more stubborn than the other one. There we go. So we got it off. It's hard, as you can see. Well, I cut those, but this one I did not cut, and it broke. This one is super hard. And that one's, I don't know, it's not real bad, but it's not good. Put it to you like that. Actually, that's my new one. This is the other one. It's hard. They're all really hard. But this is your new one, so you're just going to slide it over here, stretch it, pop it right in place in the groove there. Got your new O-ring in, and you got your new O-ring on this side. And you probably just want to make sure your threads are clean. These look pretty good. There's nothing on them. They're not bad. And this side, your carbon dioxide side. They're actually slightly different sized, so you don't make the wrong connections. And we'll just tighten it up, like I said, just snug it. I'm not going to over tighten this. Snug it up. It doesn't need to be too tight. Don't want to strip the threads out. And we'll double check the other one. Make sure we got it all the way. It feels good. A big wrench like this, you can really easily over tighten it. So now we're going to pop open the lid here. So you're just going to pull up on it and just turn it, pull it out. Now we're going to replace this O-ring, and this one's not super hard. I mean, unless it's a really old one, you can just pull up on it. And this one's kind of stiff. It shouldn't be like that. Your new O-ring's gonna be very rubbery and very pliable. So just want to make sure everything's clean. This looks pretty good. It's not very dirty. I am going to clean this keg up really well though once I finish with this. But you just push it down. You may have to kind of work it around to get it to the right side down, because it'll try to roll up if you got it on there kind of twisted. So you just maybe as you put it on, kind of twist it around to try to keep it seated, keep it from trying to roll off. But that looks pretty good. It's on there good, and it's pretty far down. So now we're going to put it back in, and you just do that and then lock it down. Well, glad you joined us for this video. Hope you learned something from it, and make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, follow us, and check out brewingdaddy.com. Peace out, people. Catch you next time.